Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I will explain how to add fixed structures CIP asset and how to capitalize the same. So before we proceed, first of all, we need to understand what is CIP asset. CIP stands for construction in process. That is the asset that is built over a period of time but not yet completed, and therefore, of course, not yet ready to be depreciated. As per law, you cannot calculate depreciation on an asset which is in CIP status, that is like construction is in process. Only once the asset is fully built and once it is uh, ready to be used in the business, then only you can start calculating depreciation on the asset. So example of CIP asset could be, say, assembling of a plant and machinery, assembling of an aircraft, construction of a building. So these assets take a long period of time to complete their construction. So as they are in a construction in process status, a cost is incurred and accumulated over a period of time, and you cannot calculate depreciation on those assets till the construction is completed. So there are a couple of steps which are involved in recording of the CIP assets and uh, in capitalizing of those assets. So the first step is, first we need to create something called your $0 CIP asset, and then for the cost whatever is incurred on those assets over a period of time, you need to obviously you'll be creating an AP invoices for the cost incurred. So once the AP invoices are created, you need to run some processes so that the AP invoice will be pushed to FA module, and within FA you need to add that particular cost to your CIP asset over a period of time. And once the construction is completed, whatever the cost which is accumulated under CIP asset, you can capitalize that. And once the asset is capitalized, system will start calculating the depreciation. So still the uh, asset is in CIP status, system will not calculate any depreciation. Now we'll see how we can create the CIP asset and then capitalize that. Okay. So first step would be creation of the CIP asset. So for that you need to navigate to your fixed assets responsibility. So I have a ledger. I mean, like the asset book by name Reliance Corp. So that Reliance Corp is assigned to this particular responsibility. So I'll be using this particular responsibility fixed asset super user Reliance INR. So first I'll be creating the $0 CIP asset. So navigate to assets, asset workbench. You can use the quick additions. Description, you can just mention maybe construction of a building, and category I will be using the building office, that's the asset category. And here you can see there is something called asset type. So default value is capitalized. I change it to CIP. As soon as I change it to CIP, here you can see the cost is grayed out and it is defaulted to 0 because we are just creating a $0 CIP asset. And select my asset book, and as soon as I select my asset book, these things called defaulted based on the asset category, and enter the depreciation expense account. So this is a mandatory field, and also the location, the location of this particular asset. So it's located in India. Click on done. So this is my CAP asset. Let me just make a note of this asset 225579. Okay, 225579. This is my CAP asset. So this asset is added with a date placed in service of 4th of August 2018. So now over a period of time there will be a cost incurred in the construction of this particular building, and for that particular cost you create your AP invoices in AP module, obviously because you need to make a payment for the cost incurred. So you will create your AP invoices over a period of time, and then you run a program in AP so that the cost incurred in AP will be pushed to your FA module. So now navigate to your AP responsibility. So that's your second step, creation of AP invoices for the cost incurred. So this is my responsibility, payable supervisor Reliance postpaid INR, invoices, entry, invoices, create an AP invoice, say ABC Holding. So I'll not get into details of each and every field. In order to understand how to create an AP invoice, you can just refer my YouTube channel, wherein there is a separate video on how to create a AP invoice and the explanation of each and every field. So I'll just use the invoice data as today's date. Invoice number maybe say test 102. Invoice amount say 25,000. Go to lines 25,000 and then go to distributions 25,000 and as far as the account is concerned, you should be using the CIP clearing account. So I picked up this particular CIP clearing account from the asset category. So if you navigate to the asset category screen, you'll be able to see the asset cost account, asset clearing account, CIP cost account, and CIP clearing account. So I picked up the CIP clearing account. So I'll be using that particular CIP clearing account now. And as soon as I enter the CIP clearing account, you can just go to folder show field. There is something called track as an asset. So track as an asset checkbox is automatically checked. I cannot even uncheck this. So only those lines wherein the track as an asset checkbox is checked will be picked up by your mass additions program. That's the program which will push this particular data to your fixed assets module. Okay, save this. Okay, so the invoice is created. Now click on validate. The invoice is validated, and we should ensure that the invoice is validated, accounted, and transferred to GL. Only the invoices which are validated, accounted, and transferred to GL, only such kind of invoices will be picked up by your mass addition process or mass additions program. Accounting has been successfully created for this transaction. You can see accounted is yes. There are some background programs which would have been triggered, so wait for these particular programs to be completed. And once these programs are completed, we can run the mass additions process. So as far as this step is concerned, here what we are doing, we are creating a AP invoices for the cost incurred. So here system will create a journal entry, CIP clearing account debit, so in this case 25,000, and credit will go to your AP liability account. And of course, once you make a payment, your AP liability account will be debited and your bank account will be credited. Okay, I can show you that accounting entry. Invoices, our invoice number is test 102. Reports view accounting. So ignore the second ledger, just concentrate only on the primary ledger. Here you can see your CAP clearing account is debited and your AP liability account is credited. Okay, so let's make a note of these accounting entries while we proceed to the next steps. Okay, so your AP invoice is created, it's validated, accounted, transferred to GL. Now the next step is to run the mass addition process so that this particular cost will be incurred to your FA module. So view request, submit new request, and just say percentage mass additions. So there's a program by name mass additions create, and pick up the GL date. GL date is 4th of August 2018, and your book is your fixed assets book, Reliance Corp. So that means now system will pick up all the AP invoice line distribution which has a GL date less than or equal to 4th of August 2018. So when you are creating your AP invoice line distribution, there's a field for asset book. So if you want, you can enter that asset book, or you can even leave that blank based on the CAP clearing account, whatever we have mentioned. System will understand under which asset book the data needs to be transferred. Okay, so mass additions create. Okay, you can say it's empty. Let us check. Go to fixed assets, Reliance INR. Go to mass additions, prepare mass additions, and your asset number test 102. Click on find. Okay, here you can see your asset test 102 which we have created. Now what we need to do is, as we have completed this particular step, creating of AP invoices and pushing them to FA, now we need to add this particular assets to our CAP asset. So click on add to asset, and what is our CAP asset number? Our CAP asset number is 225579. 225579, and click on find. So here you can see this is your CAP asset with a cost of 0. So now click on done. So as soon as you click on done, the cost of 15,000 whatever we have incurred will be added to the CAP cost, but system will not calculate any depreciation on this particular CAP asset till the asset is capitalized. So click on done. Click on done. You can see the status of this particular mass additions line is changed to on hold. You can requery this. It's on hold. Now click on open. Just change the status from on hold to post. As soon as you change the status from on hold to post, you can see the queue will be automatically changes to cost adjustment. Save this. Okay. And now run the post mass additions program. Then the cost will be added to your CIP asset. Wait for the program to be completed, and once this is completed, you can query for your CIP asset, where you should be able to see 15,000, or sorry, 25,000 cost whatever is being incurred. You click on source lines. Here you can see the 25,000 cost, but it is still in CIP mode, or the asset type is CIP. So that means system will not calculate any depreciation on this because it is still in a CIP asset. So this way, whatever the cost which you have incurred in AP over a period of time, you need to transfer it to FA. And once the construction of the asset is completed, and once the cost is accumulated under CAP asset, you can go to this capitalize CAP asset, put your asset number, or you can if there are a lot of assets, you can leave them. You can leave the asset number as blank. Okay, we have only one asset, and this is 25,000 is the cost. Click on capitalize. As soon as you click on this capitalize button, the CAP asset changes from CIP to uh, the the uh, the asset type changes from CIP to asset. Sorry, capitalized. Okay, so this particular asset is capitalized now. Now go to the asset workbench. Uh, Click on sorry, click on books. Where is that? Yeah. Here you can see asset type is changed from CIP to capitalized. Now system will start calculating depreciation on this particular asset. Now as far as the accounting entries is concerned, you can run the create accounting, and once this create accounting is completed, you should be able to see the accounting entries. So the accounting entries would be, first we have added some cost under your CIP assets. So the journal entry would be CIP cost account debit 25,000, CIP clearing account credit 25,000, and then we have capitalized this asset. So when you capitalize this asset, your asset cost account will be debited with 25,000, and your CIP cost account will be credited with 25,000. So if you see the total net impact, AP liability account got nullified, your CIP account got nullified, your CIP cost account got nullified. So what we are left is your asset cost account debit 25,000, your bank account credit 25,000. Okay. So yeah, that's completed. Now I will show you even these two accounting entries. First, query for this asset. Go to inquiry, transaction history. So as far as the moving of the cost, or like adding of the cost under CAP is concerned, you can see the accounting entry here, tools, view accounting. So here you can see CAP cost account debited and the CAP clearing account got credited. So this particular accounting event happened when we have actually moved the AP invoice cost and added that to the your CAP cost. And this is when you capitalize your CAP asset. Tools, view accounting, and here you can see your building and improvement, that is your asset cost account debited and your CAP cost account got credited with $25,000. Okay, and then after this it's a normal process. You run your depreciation and system will start calculating depreciation on this particular asset. Okay, so this is how you create your CAP asset and then capitalize the same. Thank you. Thanks for watching my video. For interesting videos on Oracle Financials, please do subscribe to my channel and do not forget to click on bell button to get the notifications on my latest videos. Thank you.